This is Yeji Kim from Hudson High School. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Yeji Around Town will continue through Zoom. My goal is to inform and enrich the Hudson community on the numerous shops and restaurants in Hudson. I will still be featuring many local businesses, so stay tuned and enjoy the show. Hello, this is Yeji Kim from Yeji Around Town, and today I'm going to introduce you to a hair salon in Hudson called The Shop, spelled S-H-O-P-P-E. Today I'm joined by the owner of the shop. Could you introduce yourself?
Alea Michelle Barr.
All right. So what kind of services does the Alea Michelle Salon and Spa offer? Because when I first think of a hair salon, I think of haircuts and perms, but other than that, specifically, what kind of services do you guys have?
Well, the Shop Salon and Spa was really created on a dream to have everyone who came in throughout the door to feel safe, to feel comfortable, and to not just be about one thing. The shop wants to be about everything. So we really wanted to create a third space for people. You know, a lot of times people have work and people have home, and we wanted to allow the community to come in and feel comfortable and safe here. And so we have every list of service, whether from just a haircut and a blowout, all the way up to corrective color, blonding specialist, massage, body waxing, hydrofacials, chemical peels. And so really we have everything that you could need. We are currently actually going to be doing a third edition in just a little bit over a year that we've been open here at the shop. And we are going to be bringing nails in. So that will be a fun, nice new service to be adding. And our system is set up pretty uniquely. We have a level system for our stylist, level 1 through 5, and that is based on what I call RED, which is reputation, education, and demand. So every single stylist that works at the shop salon is actually trained by me and goes through countless hours of continuing education to make sure that they are doing the best that they can for you. Our mission statement is actually the genuine care and service of our guest is our highest mission. So everything that we do is designed around the customer's experience. And so that way, every time you come in, you know what to experience. We are a team-based salon. And so there's many times where 2, sometimes 3 stylists will be working with you to make sure that you're getting exactly what it is that you need. So the list of services go on and on and on, and you can definitely check out our website if you want to know exactly what we have to offer.
And how many employees do you have, and what are their roles at the shop?
Well, currently right now at the shop, so we've done a little bit of restructuring and we're actually getting ready to expand as well. And so currently right now we have 4 hairstylists full-time. And so level 2 all the way through level 5. And we have a phenomenal esthetician who is basically a skincare guru. She knows everything. And then we have 2 front desk receptionists. As well as one of those being the salon coordinator who helps to organize all events and things along that nature. We are currently looking to hire maybe another hairstylist, nail technician, another evening receptionist, and a new massage therapist because due to COVID-19, I did lose my massage therapist for the time being, but we look forward to growing soon and adding another to our team.
Yeah. So like you mentioned before, because of COVID-19, many businesses like hair salons have closed for safety reasons. In Ohio, Governor DeWine reopened hair salons on May 15th. When did you close your salon, and was May 15th when you reopened as well?
So actually, So the salons were deemed to close on March 18th, I do believe, is what DeWine mandated. March 16th, they closed the bars and the restaurants and things along that nature. And I knew I couldn't sleep that night. And I woke up on March 17th in the morning and I knew I was going to close my salon that day. I felt like it was my civic duty to close the salon because we come in contact with so many people in the community. And if I can't know for a fact that I'm not putting people in danger, then I cannot do business. Once again, the genuine care and service of our guest. And so I closed down on March 17th, the day beforehand, and I made a public announcement via social media on Instagram and Facebook, and also sent out a mass email letting everyone know that we were closed down. And then on March 18th, DeWine mandated that salons and barbershops closed down. And so I guess I was just like about a day ahead, you know, and during that time, there was a lot to be learned. I did a lot of social media to try to interact with our guests, to let them know that we were trying to, you know, do the most that we can. I have several friends that I would contact and just try to get a heads up on what was happening, when was it gonna, when were we gonna reopen? And I also was doing a lot of research on how, when we did reopen, what were going to be some of the steps that I could take. And we were allowed to reopen on May 15th is what it was. So we were closed down for exactly 8 weeks and 2 days. During that time, we celebrated our 1-year anniversary. And so that was, fun. So all the stylists, we all put together a really fun video, just thanking everyone and doing our own form of celebrating and shifting into, the new normal, quote unquote. And so we came in, we reopened on May 18th. And through that time, I got UV lights with UV sterilizing lights with ozone. And a lot of hospitals and daycares use that. And so every single night that the salon is open, the UV lights go from 10 to 11 p.m. and they sterilize the whole entire salon. So every single morning when we come in, it's a brand new space. So that's wonderful. I can lay my head on my pillow at night and know that I am creating the safest possible environment for my team and my community.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That is great. Yeah. So you just touched a little bit on this, but what kind of other safety precautions are currently in place at the salon, the shop, salon, and spa?
well, let's say I'm a very big busybody. I'm constantly moving forward and trying to, I said on the beginning of this, I created like a little video podcast with some hairdresser friends of mine. And I said, we are going to be pioneering the new professional beauty industry. And I didn't want to maintain standards. I wanted to create standards. And so my team has been so supportive, and they're 100% always trying to give me better ideas and how we can grow. But some of the things that we're doing currently at the shop, salon, and spa is upon entry, you are to be, you have to call when you arrive, and we let you know if your service provider is ready or not. And if they are, then we welcome you in. You're immediately taken to a sanitation station and you're asked to Purell. We ask you a list of questions, such as have you been exposed to anyone with COVID-19, anyone in your family, have you traveled overseas, things along that nature, just to get us a bearing. We give everyone a face mask. We provide multiple face masks for chemical services and for haircut services. I've cut a few, which is actually really funny. That is why I know a lot of people are like, well, can I use my own face mask? And there's many reasons why we want to provide you with our face mask. One is because I've literally cut face masks off people. So that's happening. And so is the rest of the staff. And then also when you get a chemical and that face mask is around, the ear, the chemical actually goes onto that string and onto that elastic. And what ends up happening is a live chemical is in there. So after a shampoo, after I've shampooed that lightener or that chemical off of your scalp, that live active chemical is still in that fabric. And so I can't have that because it will cause irritation for you. So we give you multiple masks to make sure that you're safe from not only COVID-19, but also from the chemicals that we use here in the salon. Mm-hmm. And so also we take your temperature upon arrival to make sure that you're safe. And then we go through, and we've always maintained a very, very high standard for sanitation and disinfecting. But now, I mean, it's just to the max. So there's something called Barbicide, which we all got certified in the Barbicide online course during quarantine. And what that is, it's a professional beauty industry cleaner. And it cleans everything, like everything you could imagine. And it sanitizes. So there's a difference between disinfecting, sanitizing, and sterilization. And so we've actually now have all three in process. Our salon, which you'll see from the video, actually, when designing it, I was very cautious on, I understand personal space as a human being. And so I didn't want, chair upon chair upon chair upon chair. I wanted every single person of, tall, short, every shape and size to feel comfortable in my space and to know that they had enough space that they could fill it. And so each station is separated and has been separated by 6 to 7 feet. We have really cool hanging mirrors that separate the stations. And so that part's, been great from day one. I kind of joked and said that my salon was pandemic proof because the only thing I really had to change was, the waiting room has been shifted. And there are times where, like, say a family comes in together, then we're trying not to have extra guests if possible, if that makes sense. But, if a mom's getting her hair done and it takes a little bit longer than her daughter, then the daughter's going to sit in the waiting room or vice versa. And then I put dividers in my shampoo lounge because we have the shampoo beds. And it's really nice. It's beautiful. It's, Starry Night, that famous painting. And so it's double-sided and it's actually very tasteful and very beautiful. And like I said, the UV sterilization lights with ozone every single night that the salon's open for sterilization. Yeah, and we all wear masks and, all of the above, everything you could expect with that.
When did you first open the shop on Alea Michelle Salon and Spa?
We opened April 2nd of last year, 2019. And like I said, we celebrated our 1-year anniversary this year. It's been a wild ride because I basically, redid the salon in 6 weeks, which was so fun and a total whirlwind. And then it was just a few months later, I got an extra, 400 square feet. And then literally a month after that, I got an extra 600 square feet. So it was like boom, 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 renovation, open the salon, join the community, starting all these events, education events all over the state. And then, renovating a second space and a third space. And now, like I said, we're doing our third, expansion, which is going to be nails, which will just complete and be the complete spa.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what kind of community outreach events does the salon do? And how does your salon sort of interact with the Hudson community or the community in Ohio?
Well, I'm Ohio born and bred. People ask me where I'm from and I always say Summit County. But it's so opening the salon in Hudson, it was just what I wanted to do, what I was driven to do. I graduated from Hudson, class of 2000, and I was actually a member of the 6th District Educational Compound. And I went to cosmetology school at Kent Roosevelt my junior and my senior year. And I was able to obtain my Ohio State Board of Cosmetology license through the vocational program offered in Hudson. And that's what I love so much about the Hudson community and the surrounding communities around it is we really do tie together to try to create the strongest, community for our students as well. So whether it's college prep or vocational, anything along that lines, it's fantastic. So some of the things that we have done in the community and some outreach projects. So we have done for several years, even before the shop was open, we always did the haircutting for the homeless, the Akron Snow Angels down in Akron, Ohio. Every year they have a Christmas in July, and we go, and there's actually another salon in the community that goes as well, and several different stylists from here and there. And we go and we will cut hair for the homeless. And it's such a rewarding experience just to make these people feel so great and just to sharpen them up. And so that's one of the things that we do every year that we always look forward to. And I'm hoping that event is still on this year, but everything's kind of wishy-washy with that. Another thing that we have done is we house like a yoga in the front lawn. So for those of you guys who don't know, I'm over here on South College Street and the old William Bullock house. And we have a beautiful large front lawn. And so I had a yoga event and it was when I launched the spa, and it was donation based only. And of course I offered specials and sales, and we definitely plan on doing that again this year. And everyone loved it. I think we had like 22 people show up, and it was just so much fun. And we raised, gosh, I want to say it was like over $300 for the World Wildlife Fund. And so we were able to donate that money to the World Wildlife Fund. And then throughout the year, we donated to the Australian wildfires, obviously that was horrific and awful. So we donated for them. Also, there's different things in the community, like at Christmas time, we took donations of clothing and also just toiletries for the Akron Snow Angels. Backpacks are always a big thing, boots, winter coats, and we donated those. And then, the Akron Snow Angels, we definitely partnered with them a lot, because that's, everyone deserves a place to put their head at night and feel safe. And so for me, it's a big charity that I really like to work with and align myself with. So that's what we've done in that. And then I was getting ready to plan an event, and I wanted to kind of go in with the Humane Society and see if we could have like an adopt a dog day on the front lawn. And I thought that would be really fun for them to come and, bring the puppies, and, people can make donations, maybe adopt the animals. And then John Paul Pet, which is a spinoff company from John Paul Mitchell Systems, they, all the money goes to like animal shelters and things like that from them. Yeah, we're always looking forward to trying to reach out in the community. And then one of the main things that I've done just personally is I became a member of the Hudson Chamber of Commerce the moment that I opened my doors. And I will say that has been one of the most beneficial things I have done for my business. I feel like every single small business and, large business should become an active member in your chamber. It brings such value. And right now, actually in January, I started a 3-year term. I'm now on the board of directors for the Hudson Chamber of Commerce, along with some other very fine business people here in the city of Hudson. And, it's such a close-knit community, and Hudson supports their residents and their neighbors, whether it be business or residential. And so I would say the Hudson Chamber of Commerce, if you're not a part of it, if you're not affiliated with it, go to their Facebook, like them, follow them, get involved with them, and the sky's the limit with that organization.
I love when the Salon is doing how small businesses support the community around them, and not only that, but they interact with the whole world as well. Like you said, you donate to the Australian wildlife fires, everything like that is great. Yeah. So what can viewers do right now to support small businesses?
People can do, first of all, I have to give a shout out to all of my guests and say thank you from the bottom of my heart for the support through COVID-19. I and the whole entire salon appreciate you more than you know. and you helped, and you continue to help, and you continue to support. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. But what viewers and what residents can do, it's as simple as liking and sharing something on social media for their guests. Say, a lot of people, maybe they do have some hardships right now, and maybe they're not back to work yet. Like and share their post, comment on it. Just give a good review on Google, give a good review on Yelp, Facebook, whatever it is, and that doesn't cost a dime. We're all at home on social media anyways. So write a few sentences, say that they love their last experience. That's one of the most important things to do, because really a positive review speaks so loudly. A second thing that you can do is just word of mouth, telling your friends about a great experience. It's not always about like going and purchasing. Obviously, small businesses, money is the bottom line for everything. Let's be real. But at the same time, there's ways of supporting that don't necessarily mean that you have to go in and buy everything on their shelves or whatever it is. Even though, please do if you want to. I've got shelves, they're full. Please come buy them. But it's that positive word of mouth. It's that good Google review. It's about, keeping your appointments if you have them scheduled, and really just showing up, just being there for them. And just, I guess that's what I would say is, for me, just like the positive word of mouth. That's the best way. It's not always about sales, because what you say might affect, 2 or 3 people, 5 people down the road. And they'll say, oh, I heard about the shop. I heard it was a really good place. So, that word of mouth is the best. So I would just say, just stay continuing support, even if it's, a couple bucks, or if it's just a nice review on Facebook. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and that's really my goal with this show as well, to show the community around us really what all these small businesses are about and everything. Yeah.
I think you're doing a fantastic job. I just have to say.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes.
That concludes the interview. Yeah, so thank you so much for doing this interview with me and telling me about your shop and all the goals and all the amazing things you guys have been doing.
Well, we really do plan on making 2020 an amazing year. I know that we've had a couple speed bumps along the way, but I think that we are definitely re-pioneering the professional beauty industry and creating the new standards. And we look forward to our expansion, and we look forward to more community events and continuing to serve our community. For sure. So
right after this interview, we have a shop introduction video, so please enjoy that. So this is Yeji Kim from Yeji Around Town with Alea Michelle Barr from the shop Salon and Spa. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode.
It's a beautiful day here in Hudson, Ohio at the shop and Alea Michelle's Salon and Spa. Let's take you inside so you can see exactly what this salon has to offer. As we begin to enter the home of William Bullock from 1872, which is on the National Register of Historic Places, we want to take in consideration the charm and the beauty and the history that the shop salon has behind it. As you enter, you'll see it's an open environment, greeted by a friendly face. We are back after the COVID-19 pandemic. We carry Image Skincare along with Olaplex, Neuro, Moroccan Oil, and of course, Paul Mitchell. Paul Mitchell is a company for the people, by the people, who supports the professional hairstylist. When you enter, you're greeted and then checked in. You have several different spots where you can sit and socially distance apart. All stations are divided by hanging mirrors. We have 3 stations out front. Our beautiful wash house adorned with our blow dryer chandelier, shampoo beds where you can rest and relax and enjoy. Coming through to the opposite side, We have another. We have 5 stations in whole. We carry 2 professional color lines, 1 American, 1 European. We have several different lighteners, demis, and semis to suit every single guest's needs. As we walk back through, we will be entering into the spa. The phone is ringing, which is always a great sign. When you walk through these doors to the right of the desk and you are going up the stairs, you are transported to a whole new Zen-like experience. The spa was really created for the customer's relaxation as our #1 priority. You're given a locker, and the locker is going to have robes and a towel and also a fresh brush and slippers. You are then taken into the Zen relaxation room. Where you can relax and enjoy and take solitude and peace. The aesthetics room. Walking through the corridor, you will be entering into the massage lounge. This room is so peaceful. It's so tranquil at night. We dim the lights and everything is peaceful.